Hi, welcome to another episode of Hot Takes. Now, there's a group who are rather vulnerable and they're asking for some humanity from the government. So I honestly don't hold out much hope for them. Recently, it was announced that military personnel could apply to be housed anywhere. They did not have to have a connection to the local authority concerned. Normally, what happens? Homeless people have to be in some way connected to the area in which the local authority is responsible for housing. Can be that you were raised there, that you previously lived there, you had family there, that sort of thing. And it's always proved difficult for military personnel who might have left when they were 18 and are coming back 26 years later and desperate to find somewhere to live, you know. They may not have any family, may not be a connection at all. So it's always problematic. And then earlier this year, it was changed so that military personnel do not have to have a connection to the local area. Basically, the fact that you have served is your connection, and that councils will be legally obliged if you know for anywhere that you go. That is your connection, is the fact that you had served. That's how they dealt with it. But this particular group is somewhat more vulnerable than that. And it's what they're calling care experienced, which is a sort of a political correct term for those who have been released from care. And again, it may be that you were cared for in a particular area, but you don't want to live in that area. You need to go and live somewhere else. Or it could have been that you once lived in that area a long time ago, but then were taken away for care and so forth. And so, again, it's very difficult with the local councils to show that connection to where you are, to where you were. And so what they're doing is they're presenting themselves with a proposition and a petition to Downing Street today, saying that they want councils to treat those coming out of care in the same way as you treat soldiers. That is to say, they do not have to provide a proof of localisation, in any particular area. And I think this is quite right. I mean, the care, it's bad enough being in care for whatever reason, physical, mental, emotional, logistical, if you're, children with no parents, that sort of thing. So it's bad enough being in care to then come out and find that there's a catch-22 that they'd like to help you, but they can't because you're not from the area. So you go to the area you're from, and they go, well, you've been too long from that area, but you don't want, you've got no way to turn. And so they're saying this is a problem, and this is why so many people who are released from care end up on the streets and end up dying quite young, because life on the streets is hard. So these people delivered this petition, and they're calling for immediate action on ending this locality, this local connection, local connectivity, or whatever they call it. And what that needs, as I say, it's just a little bit of humanity, really. So it makes you wonder why they're going to number 10, because as far as I'm aware, no human lives there. In fact, I think the only beating heart in Downing Street is Larry the cat. That's genuinely how I feel. These people are monsters in there. Now, there's some that are sticking up for it. Chris Law, MP, he's pushing for it. There's people from all parties. I mean, this is a cross-party support thing that have lent their support to this. It isn't just one or the other or anything. It is cross-party. And so they're going to try and get a bill through. They're desperate to get this little bill through. They're saying it can be done on the nod. So it won't need to go full first reading, second reading, committee stages, blah, blah, blah. There are ways of expediting it. They're looking for an expedited emergency discussion and bringing it in basically on the nod. And as long as there's no opposition, then it will go through, So you want to hope. I think it's right. I don't know. Tell me what you think. I mean, I think you'd have to be pretty inhuman to deny the legitimacy of the claim. Put it that way. But you may have different views. All views are welcome. Let me know. Thanks very much. Bye.